Hello and welcome back to AI Reflections, the AI Week in Review. After a few weeks away for spring break, we are back. In this, our third episode, we're taking a closer look at the exciting world of generative AI, featuring the latest innovations from Midjourney, Dream Studio by Stability AI, Adobe Firefly and Dall-E-2. Together, we'll explore these groundbreaking tools and their impact on our creative endeavors. So grab a cup of tea and join me for an engaging and insightful journey into the fascinating realm of image creation with artificial intelligence. Before we dive into the world of generative AI, it's important to address a recent development in the field. Over 1,000 notable figures, including Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, and Tristan Harris of the Center for Humane Technology, signed an open letter calling for a 6-month pause on the development of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4. The letter highlights the concern that powerful AI systems could flood our information channels with propaganda, automate away jobs, develop non-human minds that could replace us, and risk losing control of our civilization. However, others, including Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, disagree and argue that a pause won't solve challenges, and that the focus should be on how best to use AI developments. We are at a tipping point in AI, and with GPT-4 already a powerful tool, the potential impact of future systems, such as GPT-5, raises important questions about our readiness for such changes. The letter argues that there is a level of planning and management that is not happening, and that instead, in recent months, unnamed AI labs have been locked in an out-of-control race to develop and deploy ever more powerful digital minds that no one, not even their creators, can understand, predict, or reliably control. The letter's signatories, some of whom are AI experts, say the pause they are asking for should be public and verifiable and include all key actors. If said pause cannot be enacted quickly, governments should step in and institute a moratorium, the letter says. As we explore the latest innovations in generative AI, it's crucial to consider the potential implications of these powerful tools. The concerns raised by the open letter highlight the need for responsible development and management of AI systems. While some may argue that a pause in AI development is not feasible or necessary, we must still carefully consider the impact of these advancements on our society and ensure that we are equipped to manage any potential risks. The developments we'll be examining today, such as Midjourney, Dream Studio, Adobe Firefly, and Dall-E-2, showcase the incredible possibilities of generative AI, but they also demonstrate the need for ethical guidelines and responsible innovation. As we continue to push the boundaries of AI, it's crucial that we prioritize the safety and well-being of humanity, rather than simply pursuing technological advancement for its own sake. So, let's delve into the world of generative AI with a mindful and considered approach, taking into account the potential risks and benefits of these powerful tools. To showcase the current differences between the AI tools we will look at today, I am going to be using the same simple prompt. While I usually focus on making my images as photoreal as possible, and thus have very deep and specific bespoke prompts, today I will generate something a bit different. I will use the exact same prompt in all of the tools today. That simple prompt is: photograph of a spring meadow with beautiful blue skies peppered with fluffy white clouds, colorful flowers in the foreground, a small lake in the midground, and snow-capped mountains in the distance. Let's see how each of the tools go about generating this image and what each tool affords us in regard to further options and customization. I'm going to start with Midjourney. To be completely transparent, Midjourney is my AI tool of preference, and I've spent nearly a year observing its growth and progression. Currently, Midjourney is at version 5, and the images you will see today are the output from this latest version. Some individuals may perceive one of the disadvantages of using Midjourney as its workflow. Midjourney operates in tandem with Discord to handle image requests. Although this does not deter me, for some people, the fact that another tool is required to generate images may be a concern. Additionally, there is a cost to access the tool. After a limited number of free images are produced, Midjourney offers 3 subscription levels priced at $10, $30, and $60 per month. Although this may deter some, let us put things into perspective. Adobe Stock's monthly subscription starts at over $30 per month. When one considers the number of images that can be generated with a paid Midjourney subscription and the substantial improvements to the platform over the past year, it is evident that with the right prompt, one can produce photorealistic images of almost anything. Platforms such as Midjourney serve as a wake-up call to all stock image companies. Having said that, let us examine the initial images that Midjourney produced from my simple prompt. After my images are produced, I am presented with the option to upscale them, utilizing the U1, U2, U3, and U4 buttons. Furthermore, I can generate alternative versions of each of the 4 images generated. If I am unsatisfied with the initial image generation, I may create 4 additional images from the same prompt and continue the cycle of upscaling or generating alternative versions. One can also continue to fine-tune the prompt to produce the ideal outcome. It is a process of extensive exploration to create the optimal image. So, that was a brief introduction to Midjourney, which in my view is the best AI image generation tool available at present. What you witnessed was only the tip of the iceberg regarding the capabilities of this powerful image creation tool. Now, let us proceed to Stability AI's Dream Studio, which employs Stable Diffusion as its model. Just this week, Stability AI launched an upgraded version of Stable Diffusion, Stable Diffusion XL, in beta mode, which is now accessible to Dream Studio users. Without further ado, let us see what this tool produces from the same prompt. Similar to Midjourney, the more one utilizes the tool and becomes familiar with its workflow and extensive array of options, the better the outcomes. As you can probably see, the resulting images do not have the definition and photorealistic quality of images from Midjourney. With that said, it is clear that the latest model, Stable Diffusion XL, is better than the previous model and is catching up. As with all AI image generating tools, image resolution is limited, but there are other AI tools such as Topaz Gigapixel AI that can be used to upscale images to higher resolutions if needed. Now, let's turn our attention to the new kid on the AI block, Adobe Firefly. There are a number of things about Firefly that are really great. Firstly, the interface is simple and offers a great user experience. Compared to other solutions, Adobe Firefly makes it easy to choose aspect ratios, styles, and more. In addition, it is fast, much faster than Midjourney. But for me, the standout feature of Firefly is not in the quality of the generated images. These will get better. It is not even the simple user interface. For me, the standout feature of Firefly is that this AI image generator aims to be more ethical than the rest. According to Adobe, Firefly will bring precision, power, and speed to Creative Cloud, Document Cloud, Experience Cloud, and Adobe Express workflows, where content is created and edited. One of the biggest concerns surrounding the use of AI in content creation is the source of the images that are used. Adobe aims to protect creators while still empowering them with the latest technology. Consequently, Firefly's first training model will use Adobe stock images, open licensed content, and public domain content outside of copyright. The aim is to enable the creation of content that is suitable for commercial use. Adobe is also set to introduce a Do Not Train tag that can be added to images that creators want excluded from any future AI training. The tag will stay with the content no matter where it is used. It is important to recognize that Firefly is a family of creative generative AI models. This family will continue to grow and will be coming to other Adobe products soon. I expect we will see Firefly and the ethical training model front and center at Adobe Max this year. I'm really excited to see where this new tool, currently in beta, will go, and how it will grow into and become a larger part of the Adobe Creative Cloud toolset. To conclude, let us examine Dall-E-2, the text-to-image generation tool developed by the team behind ChatGPT. The interface differs from Dream Studio and provides a slightly different user experience. Nonetheless, in my opinion, the images produced by Dall-E-2 are not on par with the quality of images that one can generate using Midjourney, despite the more cumbersome user experience. However, this is a rapidly evolving field, and as the models continue to improve, better image generation will result, and user interfaces will also continue to be enhanced. So, as with all AI-related matters, keep an eye on this space. So, Midjourney, Dall-E-2, Dream Studio, and more, it is clear that generative art made by AI tools, is powerful, impactful, and here. But what does this mean to the traditional art world and the creative enterprise space? At this year's Sony World Photography Awards, we saw firsthand the impact of AI and how new tools mean new rules are needed for creative competition. The 2023 Sony World Photography Awards creative category winner was German photo media artist Boris Eldagsen, according to a press announcement issued on March 14th. His winning black and white photograph is a dramatic portrait of 2 ladies. This photograph is eerily reminiscent of the traditional family photos of the 1940s. Boris's winning photo has a lot of attention to detail, especially in the skin texture and the fingers. This is not because the image was captured with an antiquated camera or lens, but rather because it was not a photograph at all. The image was created by Boris using modern AI photo tools, using his own bespoke prompts. He even went so far as to contact the awards committee to reveal that his submission was an AI-generated fake. The Sony World Photography Awards missed a great opportunity to recognize this. Almost 3 weeks after the announcement, their website still had Boris listed as the winner. The Sony World Photography Awards were announced on April 2nd, and on April 1st, Boris Eldagson released a comment about his photograph, which had won the creative section in the open category. To clear things up, he revealed the AI aspect of the image in an Instagram post on March 14th, well before April Fool's Day. The rise of powerful AI-generated image tools like Midjourney and Dall-E-2 has made it harder for photo contests to tell real photos from those manufactured by computers. This presents a serious problem for future photography contests. Creative and amazingly realistic as they may be, AI-generated photos are made in a fundamentally different way than conventional photography. In the end, it will be up to photo contests to address the difficulties introduced by AI-generated images. Competitions may embrace the exciting potential of this new technology, while also ensuring that winning pieces are genuinely photography by establishing explicit rules and criteria or proposing new specific AI categories. It is quite apparent that we are progressing at lightning speed in the realm of AI, with all that is happening in the world. Each passing week brings about fresh breakthroughs, and every now and then, new partnerships and advancements emerge from the digital shadows. This week, for instance, Elon Musk purchased 10,000 GPUs, graphics processing units, for a new project. Despite calling for a pause on AI development, it appears that Elon is wholly committed to dethroning his former pals at OpenAI. The billionaire CEO is reportedly working on a new generative AI venture christened XAI. Not to be outdone, Emad Mostaque, the CEO of Stability AI, had a meeting with Jeff Bezos of Amazon and Blue Origin fame this past week. Emad stated that one of the interesting takeaways from that meeting is the thought that generative AI is potentially as big a deal as fire was to early humans and will be both huge and equally beneficial for all of humanity. While Emad, like Elon, was one of the significant signers of the recent open letter calling for a pause on AI development beyond the power of GPT-4, just this week we saw the release of Stable Diffusion XL, the next phase in generative AI development from Emad's Stability AI organization. One wonders what possible collaboration between Emad and Jeff Bezos could bring. Again, it sounds like the competition to OpenAI are ramping up their approaches and platforms as opposed to pausing. Regarding OpenAI, whilst attending an event at MIT, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, was questioned about the recent open letter circulated among the tech community requesting that labs such as OpenAI put a halt to the development of artificial intelligence systems that are more powerful than GPT-4. Altman expressed that the letter lacked technical nuance in terms of where the pause should be implemented. He pointed out that an earlier version stated that OpenAI is currently training GPT-5, but that we are not and won't for some time, according to Altman. After taking a few weeks off for spring break, the landscape of AI has continued to evolve at a rapid pace. The speed of change is only going to increase. Whether it is further advancements in training models and platforms that simplify the creation of high-quality artwork, new AI companies seemingly appearing out of nowhere, or innovative AI applications that we cannot yet imagine coming online at a breakneck speed, it is evident that this is the year of AI, and we're only in April. We have all experienced the impact social media has had on our lives. We may have even found ourselves in moments of social media addiction, and indeed the never-ending pull to our smartphones. Due to this, you may have taken the time to watch the thought-provoking documentary The Social Dilemma on Netflix. Hopefully, this documentary had an impact on your social media usage. If you have not seen it yet, I highly recommend doing so. Recently, Tristan Harris, a former Google design ethicist and co-founder of the Center for Humane Technology, who was featured in The Social Dilemma, released a new talk called The AI Dilemma, which he presented with Aza Raskin, also from the Center for Humane Technology. Tristan and Aza believe that this talk, now available on YouTube, is critical for institutions to understand how the race between AI labs is rapidly accelerating. It is their belief that this rapid advancement in AI is increasing the likelihood of a catastrophic event. I would highly recommend watching this important and thought-provoking talk. Be sure to check back next week as we delve into the AI Week in Review. Additionally, we will be examining AI-infused tools such as Canva, Adobe Express, and Microsoft Designer, tools that make it simple for anyone to create advanced visual communication collateral. Hold on tight, and we'll catch up with you next week.